My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. We break down full fight cards every single week. We give you our picks, our bets, and our fantasy plays. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our content. And this is brought to you by Earn You. Earn You is the world's first sports and esports prediction game, allowing you to earn crypto risk-free. Check it out now at earnu.com. And ODDSJAM. ODDSJAM has the fastest real-time data integrations to spot discrepancies between different sportsbooks and helping users place risk-free bets. Check them out at oddsjam.com. Next up, at UFC Vegas 51, we have Drakkar Klose taking on Brandon Jenkins. Drakkar Klose is 11-2 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, making his return after a 2-year layoff. Brandon Jenkins is 15-8 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, coming off a loss in his UFC debut. Drakkar Klose is coming off pretty much a 2-year layoff, but he was scheduled to fight Jeremy Stephens a few months ago. He was shoved at the weigh-ins. He got hurt pretty bad, and the fight was actually canceled. Style-wise, Drakkar is a very good wrestler who developed striking later. He was a state champion wrestler who uses his wrestling offense, but he does have some issues defending takedowns. He's got solid boxing with power and speed. Brandon Jenkins is coming off a short notice loss in his UFC debut. For the most part, he's a killer be killed kind of fighter who is willing to put himself in harm's way to chase a stoppage. His nickname is the human highlight reel because he fights at 100%, and he's always...
That's also my nickname.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, people in the comment section call you Baby Red, so I thought that's what it was, but I guess it's human highlight reel. Anyway, he's a diverse striker who's busy with...
it's that rudeness they talk about.
He's busy with both kicks and punches. He pressures forward while constantly changing stances and levels. He's a big guy, and he uses his size in his fights. Drakkar Klose, he's a solid prospect who the UFC hasn't really had the chance to push yet, and I think this is their attempt to get him going. I think Drakkar's power, wrestling, and cardio should be enough to finish Brandon Jenkins, but when you have someone as all in as Jenkins and a matchup against somebody coming off a 2-year layoff, it's hard for me to justify the now minus 550. Earlier in the week when I did...
he's minus 600 now.
It's moving. When I did...
He's at minus 800 on one book.
He was minus 400 when I did quick picks on Sunday. And now you said he's minus 6, minus 8. That line's moving. I get it. Drakkar's my pick. I'm picking him. But, man, 2-year layoff against a guy that is just balls to the wall, all in, no way. That's a clear no bet for me. Last thing, if Jacob just mentioned, one book has him as minus 600, another minus 800. That's literally what ODDSJAM does. Go to oddsjam.com.
ODDSJAM?
What's
ODDSJAM?
They have links into all the big sports books. They're pulling back the odds live, so it's very easy to spot who's lagging. So maybe the minus 800 is where it should be, but there's a couple lagging at minus 6. Jump on that or whatever the story is. Check them out. They line it up. It's nice and easy, and you jump right in from there. Jakey boy, what do you think?
Yeah, Eric just mentioned it. I love this comment in the chat. Jenkins has that. He's got that dog in him. I see a lot of Marcelo Rojo in Brandon Jenkins, where this guy just shows up and he's going to be there. And it doesn't matter what you hit him with, he's going to respond. And you got to absolutely put him out to get him out of that fight. His last fight, he did lose that decision, or he ended up getting TKO'd against Zhu Rong. That was his UFC debut on just like few days' notice. Like it was like 3 or 4 days. He made weight. He showed up. And I don't know if I've ever seen somebody in the UFC debut look that comfortable, look that confident, the way he was just moving effortlessly around the octagon. And obviously Zhu Rong was able to kind of out-wrestle him, basically. So there is that wrestling kind of vacancy in his game, or at least in that matchup. But if you look at the striking, this dude is dangerous. And you mentioned his nickname, the human highlight reel. He will throw wild stuff at any moment in this fight. And against a guy like Drakkar Klose, who in his last fight was dominating that fight against Dariush, got a little too confident. If he does the same thing against Jenkins, he could have the same outcome. Where if you try and chase that finish against a guy that will just bite down on his mouthpiece and throw wild stuff, that's going to be an issue. Drakkar Klose should not be a minus 500 favorite. I think it should be like a minus 250, if anything. if I'm Drakkar Klose, you go back to your wrestling. He's not going to do it, but just out wrestle this guy, man. Just out wrestle him. You can out wrestle this guy. I don't understand why these fighters just don't just stack up their wins. This is made for you to win. So win the fight the easiest way there it is to win, man. If you start striking, you find yourself in some trouble. If I just wrestle him or just eat up his front leg with leg kicks to start, that way the striking is not as dangerous later in the fight. I'm going Drakkar Klose, but if Brandon Jenkins knocks this dude out, I'm not going to be surprised.
No, I agree. The odds are super wide. I thought they were wide when it was 4-1. Now 8-1, 6-1. Definitely super, super wide. Although $9,400 in DraftKings is probably pretty safe. So, because I do think he gets a stoppage, and I probably will spend the $9,400. You don't think so?
No, I love the dog, like they said in the chat. The dog and Brandon Jenkins, Jenkins. He's going to be there, and he's going to throw some wild stuff, man. I might play him at $6,800. Honestly, this could get a little crazy.
We'll see. We will see. Monkey Knife Fight, 66 strikes to 44 strikes. What do you think about that?
More. Yeah, man, I don't know, because Klose is kind of a counter puncher, right? Yeah, he kind of waits for you to do stuff, and he just wants to land that power shot. So this could be, I don't know, I don't like it.
Yeah, I think it's probably a less because I do think there's a stoppage. Either Brandon Jenkins catches Drakkar Klose, or Drakkar Klose just walks through Brandon Jenkins. It's one of those two outcomes. I don't think it's a close fight in either direction.
Well, if he's smart, he would just kind of wrestle him and hold him for 3 rounds.
Well, I guess we will find out. WeWantPicks.com/MKF for Monkey Knife Fight. WeWantPicks.com/bets if you want $50 free. Check it out. Sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners. Make a deposit. Let me know after you do. I send you $50. It's that simple. There's a form on the website. Easy breezy telekinesis. That was so stupid.